Hey everybody, welcome back. It's episode 43 of the Common Woman Podcast. Hey. All right.
I'm the only one. Thank you. I was like, am I the only one really clapping?
Oh man, what a day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Can the YouTubers see this? Yoda drink? I can't handle it. All right,
Babe made us a baby Yoda drink. I mean, it's called the Child, but it looks like baby Yoda. It's pretty
so cool.
dope.
It's so cool.
He's sick with it. So, yeah, it's Friday for us. This is when we record, so it's Valentine's Day. So happy
Valentine's Day.
When you guys listen to this, it'll be Monday. So hopefully you guys had a great weekend with your loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
This is it for me.
Well, we love you, Melissa.
Love y'all too.
Well, speaking of Valentine's Day, I was curious to know who celebrates it. And 63. 63.
Is who you are.
I'll get to it. I think 63% said they do and 37% said no. So a lot of people do celebrate it.
I mean, if a dude asks me out, I'll be out.
You'll be celebrating.
I wouldn't be on this couch right now.
Yeah, because Jasmine was like, yeah, those no people are lying. Because had they had the opportunity, they would be doing it.
Absolutely, yeah. Someone said, let's go to dinner. Out.
Yeah.
Drink. Any fucking thing.
Yeah, somehow I don't think anybody's going to say, no, I'd rather just stay home and do nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm Cortnie. I'm your host. I'm joined by Melissa. I was going to get to it. I just wanted to do that.
Like 15 minutes in.
She was so agitated, and I
Right?
didn't.
I was.
No, but I didn't hear what he said, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay out this one because I don't know what happened."
He's
I missed the whole thing
over
until right
me
now.
when I'm trying to do something. Oh, you didn't say who you are. I'm curious about that.
Dude, aren't you sound guy?
Yeah, like I was gonna get to it. Okay. I'm joined by the lovely Melissa. I'm sorry.
Thank you. No, go ahead.
All right.
Thank you.
And y'all know who this is on the ones and twos. Babe.
The annoying.
My amazing husband.
Have you heard of this Galentine's? I've never heard of
This
this.
is like a new thing this year.
I had to laugh because my mother calls me, what is this stupid thing?
What is that?
Galentine. I've never heard of this, and I guess some of the posts are suggesting that this has been around for like 10 years or something.
Really?
Yeah, my mother's like, I have never heard of this, and she's like, and you celebrate it the day before Valentine's Day, and I was like, this sounds like the dumbest. I don't know. Women, girls, I don't know. It sounds stupid to me. Why do we have to call it anything?
But what is it?
I used to go to Valentine's with Maya. Like, we used to go to dinner on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Real cute shit. But why do we have to call it Galentine's? Why do we have to do this?
Oh, so when girls go out,
Why can't she just be my fucking Valentine? I don't get it. I think she's like, and we have to do this the day before. I'm done. I'm done with the shit that people make up.
I wrote that on the little Valentine I gave you and Jen.
Galentine?
Happy Valentine's Day. I didn't know what it meant. I just thought it just meant like because we're girls.
I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with that. But I'm not making plans to go out the day before Valentine's because so we can say we went out for Galentine. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This guy that I friend zone text me happy Valentine's Day, sweetheart. I was like, send him the Bitmoji, happy Galentine's Day. He was annoyed. He was like, what is this shit?
Oh my god.
That's my Galentine.
It's such. I was hearing a lot of people say on the radio that there's such an agenda with Valentine's Day.
What?
Because everybody spends so much money during the holidays that they like had a lull in sales during January. So they just like created this holiday to get people to go and buy stuff in February.
That's what every fucking holiday is about. I'm telling you, when I try all the time to opt out of every single fucking holiday. My mother does not let me.
You didn't.
But I've tried. I've tried to get out of Christmas. I'm trying to get out of everything, and she just is not having it. I'm like, I don't want to do any of this. Yeah. This is such a waste. I went on a date with this guy on Valentine's Day, and I actually felt kind of bad. I mean, he was good. He had it, but oh my God, the dinner was, prefix. So they're getting you on a prefix meal.
Guap.
The drinks, we're drinkers, so we had a decent amount of drinks, and then after that we went out for drinks, and it was just like, I know he spent so much money. In my head I was like, damn, had we just went out the next day, that bill would have been so much less.
Half of that.
But and then you never saw him again, right?
No, we dated for a while. That was the older gentleman.
Oh, okay.
Older men know how to do it right, but
he got it though.
He got it. He does have it. So it's like whatever. But
still,
in my head, I was like, oh man, you're spending so much. And I easily would have went out with you tomorrow.
Oh my God. One of our coworkers, it was so funny, and she listens to the podcast. I won't say your name, but her husband sent over a dozen beautiful long stem roses to the office, but she had just left.
Oh,
no way!
She just left. I didn't tell you about this.
Sucks. So yeah, she ain't gonna see him till Monday. It's just gonna be all wilted.
No, I think somebody's gonna bring it to her.
I'm about to say, you better drive your ass back.
Yeah, because he probably paid like $1.5 billion.
Okay.
But you should have seen us all in it, including our boss. We were all sitting there trying to figure out how much that was, because long stem roses.
How many roses were in there?
It was 12.
That was like 150.
You didn't see the
exactly.
I was about to say you didn't see the where it came from.
No, but we looked it up. I looked it up.
That's hysterical.
I looked it up on 1-800-Flowers. Sorry, girl. We was curious. We were like, yo. Yeah, so
that's crazy. Because then the next day,
he didn't know she was leaving.
That same bouquet was like $30.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what happens.
What'd you say, Ben?
The next day, that same bouquet is like $30. With tax.
And the messed up thing is, he paid for the delivery, and she wasn't even there.
And delivery's like another $20.
Oh man!
Geez,
why didn't he know she was leaving early?
I don't know. Maybe she just maybe it was a last minute thing.
Yeah, that's like.
Or maybe she was going to do something for him. Who knows?
Maybe.
Tell us later, girl. But that was so funny. That was really funny.
Can we talk about the other Valentine's Day thing that happened at work?
Oh my God.
No, I wasn't there for this, but they sent me footage.
Okay, let me ask y'all, how would you feel if you were dating somebody or you were married and your husband went and made a whole like chicken nugget bouquet?
For us, like,
with
got a problem
flowers.
with the chicken nugget bouquet part.
With
what
flowers.
Your work was put into this.
Word.
No. Like, we saw the construction of it. Like, he built this. He put it together with spicy chicken nuggets, wrote spicy on the side, and put a real rose in it, and then a fake fake roses in.
He wrote spicy on it.
He wrote spicy on the side.
What does that mean?
I feel like that was a message.
What that means, right?
I feel like that was a message that we're not keen on.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's
but
another side thing right there.
I feel like that's.
Yo, I'm sorry, but no motherfucker is gonna be.
Wait, no. Surprise! Wait, you gotta hear the whole shit.
All right,
yeah.
Go. Wait, hold it.
So we're all trash. There was like 3 of us that went and like followed him, and he gave it to her, and she was blushing, and she was all like, "Thank you," you know. But I don't know. This is just weird. But come to find out, she actually kind of looks like his wife. You know how I know? Because I went by his desk and I looked and took a picture of his wife. Anyway.
You didn't show me that.
I didn't show you that?
Right?
I was a horrible human being today. It was the shenanigans were all 100%.
That's on the whole. That's a side piece. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Come on, yo. How you?
They call her the work wife.
Yeah, she's working something right.
Maybe they have a history, because I've had a work husband, and we ain't never exchanged shit on Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Me and my work husband ever exchanged was
Wait,
maybe.
why are you thinking you had a work wife?
No,
before?
I don't.
And-
But I'm saying.
He's agreeing with me, girl. Relax.
I'm agreeing. Damn, yo.
The only thing that my work husband ever gave me was like a paid lunch around my birthday. But all my friends do.
Yeah, that's
So
a regular
that's
thing.
an okay thing to do.
Yeah.
But I ain't never had to work nothing.
Not to freaking
Bring
like
me
carve
some
out
spicy.
your fucking face on like
You
chicken
know
or
what
something.
I'm saying?
The fuck?
Spicy. Excuse me, honey.
Damn.
And he took a picture of her with it and everything.
That was for the memory.
Yeah. Apparently the wife knows though.
Nah,
All
I
right,
don't know. She knows all about
They used to
that.
work
Who said they
together.
know?
They used to work together.
Who said the wife knows?
I don't know. One of the spies
Mm.
found out.
I don't know.
We are trash.
That's weird. That's weird.
We are
I
such
don't know
trash.
if I'm gonna tell my man. Yeah, no, definitely create a chicken nugget bouquet for your work wife. That
Of
sounds
course.
lit as
And where
fuck.
did he get his
Yeah.
wife though?
An orchid.
Mm.
Oh my God. I hope he don't listen. I don't think he does, but
That's so thoughtless
Nothing-
compared to
nothing-
the
no
chicken
fucking-
nugget bouquet.
to the coworkers who
Did
listen,
she get
don't
like
tell
the
them we're talking about it.
cheeseburger? You know?
Oh shit! Y'all can tell them on me. I don't give no fucks.
Wow.
But that shit sounds stupid as fuck.
That sounds crazy, right? he went all into this other chick's thing,
Yes.
and she just got a flower. Here, babe.
one flower.
dry-
I saw
an
this
air
thing.
plant
He
and shit.
constructed
Solamente.
these things. It was chicken nuggets on sticks.
Yo,
Yo,
On
it,
sticks.
like evenly
but,
placed.
Yo, but it took thought. Yo, is what I'm saying. He's like,
Yes.
you know what? I think she would appreciate this.
Yeah.
You know, me putting this on top of foam and writing spicy on it and shit, and putting a real rose there. You know what I'm saying? And where do you get your wife? I just get that freaking plant over there in the corner, yo.
Yo,
From
tell
Home
me
Depot.
not. That is $13.
Yo,
Most expensive you're spending is
word.
$20.
The chicken
Mhm.
McNuggets or more.
I mean,
No.
the nuggets
I
are
think he
cheap,
got like
but
a
then
20
Nah, if
piece.
you get like the 20 piece,
if you
yo.
got a 20 piece and the construction materials
Yo, what about that foam, yo?
and flowers
rose, the
and
rose.
flowers.
It's
Oh
Valentine's Day.
shit!
That rose was
Yeah.
$20, yo. Today that rose is $20,
Oh
yo.
shit!
And a
Mm.
fake bouquet. So I don't know where he got the fake flowers from.
This is too fucking much, is what it sounds
He
like.
He
That's a
went to
lot.
different places to get these things.
And he was in the
Yo,
kitchen
guys.
constructing it.
Yo, well, you can't just find
Did she
forest
get a
foam
bouquet of 20
anywhere.
nuggets? He put 20 nuggets
That
on the
looked
sticks.
like a lot of
I don't think he
nuggets,
put
yo.
20, but it was a lot.
It was a lot. Of
There was a
nuggets,
lot.
They split it.
Yeah,
He
I
ate
think
half
so.
the spice and she got
Mm.
the other half.
yo.
The fuck are we talking about right now? I'm done. I'm done with everybody.
I would divorce you, babe. No.
Shit. I can't
She
blame
wouldn't
you.
divorce you, but she give you hell like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. So you gonna get this chick the spicy nugget?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just get this fucking plant. I'm over here fucking hungry and shit.
Then I'll be the other bitch on the side like, what the fuck spicy means?
Yo.
What the fuck does
And why
spicy
she got
mean?
the
We
20
about to
piece,
get
dog?
spicy up on this chick
She needed
right
a
here.
dollar pack, bitch.
The child's meal, bro. 4
I'm
nuggets, motherfucker.
Y'all are stupid. That's true though. It's true though.
Oh my god.
That sounds
He
crazy.
spent loot on this chick.
We
yo.
had way too much fun with this at work today.
I'm sad I missed this.
Yo, you
I'd
would
have been
you
all
would
in
have been dying.
Yo.
It was great. It was great. Oof.
It's so inappropriate. We're gonna have that episode on what the fuck is appropriate and inappropriate
With work
Word,
spouses.
word.
with work fucking wives. I say
Mhm.
throw the whole shit away, but if we're gonna
Amen.
have them,
Amen.
if we're gonna have them,
Yeah.
they cannot
There
be
are rules
getting
and
spicy.
guidelines.
Yeah,
Yo,
no,
yeah.
No spiciness.
no spicy shit.
Chicken nugget buffet.
No real or fake
Yo,
flowers.
he wrote that shit on the side. Did he
Yo.
write it in the spicy sauce?
Yo,
that would
he
be some
probably
shit,
drizzled
yo.
the sauce
That's
on the
what I'm
low and
saying,
shit.
yo.
Yo, can you imagine? He
Yeah.
drizzled it on there and it looks all like
One had
the
like
presentation.
barbecue, the other had like sweet and sour. I'm done.
He like
Yeah.
presented it to her. There was
Mm.
like a parade,
Oh, damn.
like
Jeez.
put it on the
And
desk.
Did she like eat a nugget right there? Or she just looked at it.
No, she just gave an endearing smile to him and said,
She was
"Thank
like,
you."
I'll bite that later.
Like it touched
you
her.
saw that,
You
and
didn't
when
see
I
the
was,
video,
I did, and what I saw was so uncomfortable. She was very fucking uncomfortable. That's
well,
what
yeah,
I saw.
that's probably because there was
But
3
I probably
other
missed.
chicks watching and videoing
Yeah.
her.
I missed the tender
'Cause
moment
she was
of
put on
spicy
blast,
in the
yo.
eye. Like you and I know what this spice
She was
means.
like,
Thank you.
She gave that like
I spice you back. No, I get it.
You see me. You see me.
Yeah.
You see me.
But then she realized the rest of the fucking room was there. She's like, oh.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The content just comes to us, man.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Happy work spouse day. Side anything day, I guess.
Yeah.
Happy side day.
Oh man, go out and get the spicy chicken bouquet for you.
That's gonna be a new one.
Babe, next year.
I'm gonna put potato skins on that shit for you. And the flowers you like, the other ones, the purple ones.
Man.
Insane.
Oh, that was great.
What time is it? It's trending topic time.
You guys can tell who's on the ones and twos right now, right?
She was so quiet about it.
Yeah.
Like it was a quick bomb into trending.
No, because
So quick.
I totally didn't mean to put the bomb. I had this highlighted. I thought it was going to work out. Failed.
Fire.
Instant fail.
I would have did it, but I don't want to wear my glasses on the podcast. I couldn't see shit. I said today ain't the day.
She will have
Today
her
ain't the
glasses
day.
on next week. 'Cause
I will have my
It's a
contacts
fail every
on.
time.
It's just my allergies.
Mm.
But oh my god.
Well, sorry to bring it down on a somber note, but Gianna and Kobe Bryant were laid to rest in a private ceremony.
Oh.
Yeah.
Today?
I don't think it was today. I think it was maybe a couple days ago. But yeah, I think it was good that they did that. I mean, I think that's what everybody usually does when they're celebrities. They usually have a private memorial, but
No, a lot of them.
real big,
Yeah, a lot of them will open it up to the public, and there'll be a lot of people there.
yeah, I think they're gonna do something later though. But yeah, very sad, very sad.
Yeah.
I don't remember who was the last person who did something, because I know that people have waited in line.
Michael Jackson.
Was his open?
Yeah, his was open. So was Whitney Houston.
I heard that they don't really have the bodies there for real. Like they bury them already, and then they just put like a casket there for everybody to come. Because it's not like they have open casket. So
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah. Did you get? I've been getting wrapped up in like nonsense with Wendy Williams. Did you guys hear that? This is kind of old. Like she apparently, everyone thought she farted on camera. Did you hear that?
What,
it was
did
the
she?
funniest thing. I want to say that she might have, because of the way her ass was cocked up in the air.
She
You
tends
don't-
to lean over to the side a lot.
You don't. I don't know. I don't think your ass is that much in the air unless you let some go.
So,
She likes to say her legs. My legs are crossed right now. My ass is not cocked. Even if I lean to the side, I'm not having my ass in the air. So, girl, you was farting. Let
And
it
then-
let it be.
But it
And then
came out
what
too
made it
loud?
worse?
Let it be.
What made it worse is that she was talking, and then she paused, and it was like.
oh,
then-
really?
Wouldn't
She
you
kept
talk
talking.
over that?
Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck? Like,
It was loud like that?
I don't.
Yeah, it was
it
loud.
sounded
It
so
was
fake
funny.
though. It sounded like it was fake,
But
but it could be real.
it sounded so real. But she came out and she actually brought like people out to explain what happened. That she actually didn't fart.
So what happened?
Apparently, they were doing some like experiment like segment on the show, and
Of
there was
farts?
like gas coming out of somewhere. And they couldn't. I can't remember
Really?
the exact thing. There was
Wendy.
something. There was something that was like making a noise that sounded like
Yeah, her
farts because they
ass.
couldn't fix it, and it was coming through on.
Really?
audio.
And your ass just happened to be cocked
Really?
up.
Come
So
on.
she was in her explanation video. She was real far to the side, and she was like, "This is what I do. I always lean to the side like this." She's like, "You guys know me. I burp all the time. I have fun." She's like, "If I had to fart, like I would totally laugh at it. Like farts are funny." So I don't know. Do you buy her explanation?
Nope. Sorry. Nah.
It just seemed a little
It
like,
just
really?
sounds-
How
I
did it
don't
get on
know.
the audio?
It's like
then?
you went kind of far to try to explain what
Yeah,
wasn't
there
a
was a
fart.
big production about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she could have in the moment been
Just
like,
said,
that
"Yo,
was
I let
so
it
not
loose."
me.
That's it.
That was me.
That's it.
Like she probably expected it to be a silent one, and it just
She was
came
You
barreling
farted,
out.
girl. Just let it
Just
be.
out. That's it.
Why can't you fart?
That's it.
I know, right?
Anyway,
Inside joke.
I always want to say like crazy shit, and I just gotta wheel it in.
Forget what we're doing, right? Oh, well, sticking with Wendy Williams. She is in hot water with the LGBTQ community.
Yo, who isn't ever?
You
I'm sorry, but
You
there's
can't say
always
anything.
somebody in trouble with them.
you legit cannot
Oh,
say
shit.
Yo,
anything.
they're powerful, yo.
It's a
Yeah.
sensitive
Yeah.
group.
Yeah. So you know why she's in trouble? Let me read you what she said.
What she do now?
She said, if you're a man and you're clapping, you're not even part of this. You don't understand the rules of the day. It's women going out and getting saucy and then going home. You're not a part, she said. Then she goes on to
What?
say, I don't care if you're gay. You don't get a menstruation every 28 days. Then she said, you can do a lot that we do, but I get offended by the idea that we go through something you will never go through. Oh, and stop wearing our skirts and our heels. Just saying. Girls, what do we have for ourselves? That's what she said.
Really?
Looky here now, gay men. You'll never be the women that we are, no matter how gay.
I didn't even understand the first half.
Yeah, I don't think I should have read that part. I don't know what
I
that
don't
meant.
understand that.
Yeah.
That's just like mindless rambling, though. Really. It's like whatever.
I imagine that a gay man played her
Yeah.
and she got her feelings.
She
Went off.
You think so?
Yeah.
Where the fuck this came from?
There's
Where
venom
did this
in
come
there,
from?
yo. There's
Yeah.
venom
Why are
there.
you attacking? Why are you feeling threatened by the
Yeah,
gay man in the skirt
yeah.
right now? Like,
That's
what made you
true.
go off like that?
Because she's very LGBTQ friendly on her show. Like she's always.
I mean, she has to
been,
be,
How you doing?
but-
Like she came up with that.
Yeah.
but
So maybe he can.
I
do,
could picture her like being, because she
him,
be
the
looking
wrong guy.
crazy. I could picture her being out and they're, you know, a lot of them are a little extra,
Looking
and
better
maybe
than she.
somebody came for her. And she went the fuck off. I could picture this. I could picture a spicy gay person in a skirt. Spicy's the word of the day.
looking better than her.
You
Yeah.
know, talking shit.
Wearing
and,
the same outfit she had
and
on?
it went south. She got in her feelings with that one.
Yeah, that definitely.
Let's
sounded
blame it on
like
menopause,
that.
girl. I feel like y'all menopause, so I'm sorry.
I love Wendy, but she's looking crazy lately. She's not looking well. I hope she's all right. She's not looking well to me.
No, she looks horrible.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, she looks horrible.
She don't look well.
Mm.
Yeah, but I
I
love
think
her.
she's even walking funny.
Really?
She's just off.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think her health is that good. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't watch the show anymore, so I don't know. I loved her more when she was on the radio.
I'm not a fan.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't really. But you better say sorry, girl. They support your show.
She
You gotta
came
be real
on-
careful.
She was crying. She
You-
was on
yeah,
Instagram
you better.
crying.
I know she was.
Hell yeah, because
I know she
seeing her
was.
ratings crash.
Yo,
Yeah, they'll pull
they
back
run
real
this
quick.
shit. They
They'll pull
run this
back real
shit.
Get that call from the building upstairs.
They're huge
The
They
supporters
person
of
I
the
need to
show.
see you in
They
the
run.
office.
Yo,
Yeah.
when I tell you they run this,
Yeah, they do.
they run
Yeah, they
this.
do.
So be easy,
Yeah,
Word.
Wendy.
Which is why we're moving on from this topic.
We love y'all, by the way.
We are a LGBTQ friendly podcast. Come one, come all.
Rock your skirt. I'm gonna mind my business.
You know what I'm saying? Keeping on that trend.
Mm.
So Dwayne Wade,
There's more.
12-year-old son
I'ma get rid
is
of this.
transitioning
He's
to a
naked
girl.
now.
Oh God.
I kept picking it up to drink, and the outfit just came off. I'm not gonna figure out this tie situation right now.
She's talking about her
My
Baby
drink,
Yoda
sorry.
Just
because Babe put
made
like a
Yoda
paper
nude.
napkin around the bottom stem to make it look like his little robe that he wears.
No,
It's like a
it
brown
totally
napkin.
does,
It's really
but
cute.
my shit came off, and I'm not
You'll see
reconstructing
the
it.
picture on Instagram.
He's gonna
Yeah,
get
because
cold
that looked pretty
now, yo.
intricate how he did that.
Yeah, I'm not going through
If it comes
anything.
off, it's.
I can't even see. So it's fucking. I see you
I'm over
clearly.
here.
I can't see him clearly, but I can see the dust.
I
in
can't
my
either.
Face. It's crazy.
I can't
Alright.
either. We a bunch of blind chicks up in here. Anyways.
Dwayne Wade.
Yes, his son, formerly known as Zion, is transitioning to a girl and now being referred to as Zaya.
How old is he now?
12.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for the parents though, because you get so worried, and at such a young age to have to go through all this, and you know, there's so much that goes into
transition.
Being transgender and transitioning. There's hormones. There's so much that goes into play when trying to change over to a different sex. And it's
yeah. I mean, I definitely
so rough.
Give kudos to Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade for being super supportive of her. Because I'm sure, like you said, it's not an easy situation, easy transition. But, you know, I read a statistic somewhere, I don't know where it was, that like they're like 42% less likely to commit suicide with parental support. I don't know how accurate that statistic is, so don't quote me. But, you know, obviously getting support from your parents and your family members is very important. So kudos to them. Mel is almost done. Mel is almost done. And yo was getting on me saying I drank too much of my drink. I still got some left. Sorry guys, we were taking a drink break. But yeah, speaking of parents, that's leading us into the topic for today. Unless you had another trending topic. No? Yes.
I don't.
Oh, you
there's a chick from... Well, nobody really... I don't know if people watch Teen Mom. I know only a few. Like Westland.
What up, Wes?
Caitlin. Oh, shit. Yeah, I probably shouldn't even talk about this. I don't know her name.
Caitlin.
It's Kate. I don't know. Caitlin. But anyway, she has 3 boys currently. 3 baby daddies. And is having a 4th boy. Father's in question.
What?
I'm like, wow.
Sucia.
Oh.
Wow. I was going to say no judgment, but clearly judgment.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just like,
the
damn.
4th baby daddy? Damn, yo.
I wonder if she's even... I think she's still in her 20s. Wow.
Wow.
All right, girl. That's all for me.
I'm getting close to 40, and I can't imagine having more than one child. 4? With different baby daddies.
All of them.
She's not with any... Well, I don't know if she's with the 4th.
I would like to hope she's with one of them.
But with the 3, she's not with them. So she's just rocking out, doing her thing.
Apparently.
Damn.
She needs to invest in some freaking condoms.
Yes, I was going to say, these people don't use condoms. The birth control.
Something, yeah.
She's trying to keep that check, though. That's why. So I'm staying on Teen Mom for life. But you're not a teenager no more.
Each dad has a different job, so she's going to get that support. It's going to be different rates. Different percentages.
That's horrifying.
That's too much. That's too much. All right. That's it for trending topics, folks. So the polls this week, Sylvia
said she didn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like it was kind of weird how I like worded it, but I was talking to Babe and I was like, do you feel like you really know who you are? And he had mentioned something about like, well, I don't really know everything in terms of like what I can do and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I feel like it's not just based on your abilities. It's based on like who you are as a person, your characteristics, your qualities, whatever. So I was asking basically that, like, do you feel like who you are is made up of just your qualities and your characteristics, or is it just your abilities? I mean, it was like kind of like an obvious question, but I don't know. I just wanted to see what people would say.
Okay.
So, most people said by your qualities and characteristics.
Okay.
And then a few people said both your qualities and characteristics and your abilities. So, and then the last option was I don't think I know myself. But nobody said that. So
I was like,
because I was feeling that way. I should have answered I don't think I know myself, but I think I answered qualities and characteristics and abilities. I don't know.
You know yourself.
I'm starting to realize that now.
You know yourself. You're just discovering new things.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how you worded that.
But I feel like you're discovering things. Thank you. I feel like you're discovering things that a lot of us seldom have the ability to do. Childhood experiences. They're the hardest things to go back to.
Very hard. Very hard.
It's so hard to go back to. You know, so being able to work on things from that point is just gonna make you just know yourself and work on yourself so much more.
Right.
But you're doing it the right way by going and seeking therapy and talking to someone, because it's not something that so easily just comes out of you.
Not at all.
So,
not at all.
You know, we have these memories, we don't remember them, or we lock them down. They're so old, they're so suppressed. How do you even get to that point?
Yeah.
In breaking that down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know yourself as Cortnie the adult, but you now are trying to work on the traumas from childhood, and I think that that's
making me feel like I don't know myself.
Yeah.
That's so beautifully said. I totally agree. I totally agree. Yeah, I'm learning that because, like she said, seeking therapy. I went to therapy again today. I haven't been in years, but I told you guys last week I was having panic attacks and still going on this week. So I was like, okay, something's wrong. I need to go check this out. So, you know, I've been getting these like feelings like I don't feel like I know who I am. I feel like there's a trauma trapped in here somewhere. I need to work through this. So, you know, everything that she just said is so very true. Like, it's not easy to just pull that out. Like, and that's why I wanted to go to therapy, because I wanted to see if maybe there's a different angle. That's the cool thing about therapy. Like, when you sit down in front of somebody who doesn't really know you like that, you know what I mean? Like an outside person who can look at you objectively and just like pull out stuff that you never would have thought of before. Like, she focused on something that I was like, oh my God, I never thought of this. And that was the key to me figuring out the source of my trauma and my anxiety, and now I can move forward with it, because just finding out sometimes the source of things gives you a starting point to do the work. So, you know, it's hard.
It is. It's a very emotional process. I had a therapist. I came to some realizations, and it's funny because I realized that I make a lot of excuses and I downplay a lot of things. Yeah, me too. And I don't even know I'm doing it. Yeah. It's something that I've done since I was a child. So having someone sit there and be like, why are you not seeing this for what it is? Why are you making excuses for what this is? And I was just like, holy shit.
When they call that out to you, it's like, damn.
And it's interesting because sometimes it could be something about you. It could be something about a parent. And you almost don't want to hold your parent accountable for certain things. Yeah. You don't want to do it. Yeah. But they're going to make you do it. And it's very eye-opening and sad.
Sad, powerful. It can be life-changing.
But yeah.
That's one of the, you know, it's something that I knew inside, but the way that she presented it to me today about how part of who you are is absorbed from your parents, and that's what makes up who you are. And it's like, I never really thought of it as absorb. Like, that word stuck out to me. Like, wow, you know, we're young when we're with our parents, when they're raising us, and we're just absorbing things from both of them. And you don't even realize it till maybe you get a little bit older, exactly what it is that you got from them.
I love the word absorb.
Absorb, right?
I feel like, so, you know how I talk about like trapped emotions and how it can give you ailments in your body. So now that's making me think about absorbing emotions that you're not releasing. And now you're setting them free to kind of fuck you up physically and and internally. Yes. Because you're not dealing with it up front. And so when you press it down, you have back pain, you have panic attacks. Yes. You can get sick. Yes. Like just anything. Yes. I like that word. I think it's the perfect word.
All right. Yeah, all that. And there's a connection. Like, I don't know too much about this, babe. Maybe you could speak to this.
What?
The brain gut connection and how, like, I know a lot of times, like, for me anyway, when I was experiencing panic attacks, like, I would feel something in my digestion get, like, weird. Like, I feel like I have to go to the bathroom, or I feel like I'm going to throw up, or something like that.
Anxiety does that too. Anxiety does that too.
It's the vagus nerve.
There's actual physiological connection.
Because the vagus nerve basically innervates and it connects to all those organs.
Speak louder.
It's the party nerve.
Basically, yeah.
The vagus nerve. It'd be like,
the vagus nerve.
she's in party mode. Shit time.
It controls like fight or flight and all that stuff too. So that's why, like, sometimes if you feel nervous and stuff like that, it's usually because your sympathetic or parasympathetic is being pushed. So that one actually is kind of effed up because it controls a lot of pretty much everything in your abdomen area is controlled through that nerve.
And that's why you get that sensation where you feel like you gotta run. Like when you have a panic attack, you gotta like get out of there.
Yeah.
You know, because it
but
triggers
that nerve controls that impulse.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, digestion will stop. You know, certain muscles will tense up. Certain chemicals.
Digestion will stop.
Yeah.
That's why I felt weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're in flight mode, your body's like, no, we ain't got time to eat. We got to run. So everything stops. It only diverts energy to what it needs to, which is getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah, man.
Body's pretty cool that way.
That's crazy. Yeah. Let me just tell y'all that I love my bestie Mel because she has rescued me twice already. And my bestie Jennifer because she
don't get no credit for that. She don't get no credit for that. Because I went to her and said, "Where's Cortnie? She's been missing for a long time." And then she texted you. Okay, so that was all me, John. Stop getting my credit.
You guys work together. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys are ever experiencing panic attacks, it's so important to not try to be alone with your thoughts. Like if you're with somebody, or even if you're not with somebody, call someone that you care about, someone that you trust, and just get them to distract you somehow.
However, if you're on the road, pull over.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Because it hits you at any time.
It can, yeah.
Don't try to ride it somewhere to get your friend. Just pull over and call them.
Right.
Let them come to you.
Yeah. Because I thought that it was a work-related thing because it kept happening at work. But then last night, I was home in my safe place, and it started again. Yeah.
You know what? I hate to say this. But I feel like we don't use a lot of our brain muscles at that job. So we tend to go adrift and like just think about random shit. And that's why your mind was idle.
Running out.
Yeah.
So you were just in there.
Wow.
She was just in there.
In there.
She was in it.
In the rabbit hole.
She was in it. She sank through the floor while adjusting
my God.
and making payments. That's why.
That's so funny.
I
have
all the time in the world to think about shit while I'm making a payment because I don't need to. It's
automatic.
It's so robotic that I don't even need to put any mind power behind it.
You're thinking about other stuff.
I have a whole concert in my head through my headphones while I'm making a payment.
See, I don't have time to listen to music or anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you're a supervisor.
So
you got people coming to you all the time.
You wouldn't have that type of panic attack because you don't got time for this shit. She got mad time.
You have anger attacks from all the idiocy you have to deal with.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's so true, though. But do you guys feel like you know yourselves?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Now, my issue is knowing fully what I deserve and standing up for myself. I feel like that's something that I'm working on because I know my patterns. I know a lot. I just have impulse control.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm working on that. That's what I'm working on. But
starts with awareness.
Yeah, it's true though. It is true.
It's true. It's true. It really
you good,
is.
girl. You good, girl.
Yeah. No, I'm straight. I'm straight.
Yeah.
But you know, there's things. There's always gonna be a thing. There's always gonna be a thing. So And I've been really lax on doing the work that I should be doing. I haven't been taking care of myself in a sense of, reading, meditating, journaling. I haven't been doing that. I've kind of just been sitting on my couch and just drifting off, playing a game. But that's not doing any work. It's kind of just stagnant. So I have to get back into my me routine, which I haven't been doing. I think I've just been a little sad.
Yeah.
So I have to get back into it because I always feel my best at that point, and I don't like the way I've been feeling lately. So
ditto.
Yeah. I think it's also like the winter blues. Yeah. It's been cold for so long, and it hasn't even been the worst winter, but it's still it's cold. I'm pasty. I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like I need some vitamin D.
Amen. I can't wait for the springtime to come back around.
I think that's part of it too. I start getting like this around this time because it's starting to get real old.
You get, what does it call it? Cabin
Seasonal
fever?
Yeah, it's getting really old at this point. Yeah. I want to open the window and clean.
That shit is too fucking cold.
It's too fucking cold. I can't do it. Yeah, I'm just,
Especially today, they had us outside for a fake fire. Well, it wasn't even a fire drill.
Hysterical.
The fire alarm was tripped, and we had to stay outside for like 10 minutes.
Isn't that cold?
Yes.
I had left work half day, so
she
I was
just
laughing
missed it, like right after
you were
she
texting
left.
me. Kanye was texting me. I said, "Oh man, I'm glad I missed that."
And that sucks that you guys have the garage right under, so you can't even stay in the car.
No,
I would have been like, "Fuck that! I'm going to the car."
I left my keys inside. So.
Oh, that sucks, yo.
Yeah, that was messed up. But whatever. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, that's true.
For me too, like.
I'm going through it right now.
I see you.
My eyes are like irritated and watery. I'm like coughing. I'm yawning. I can't handle my life. Yeah, right now.
The allergies have been
taking me out.
Yeah, it's been bad. I think it's all the rain we're getting in New York. It's been raining for like 2 weeks.
Yes, right. Pretty much every morning it's freaking raining. It's nasty.
Yeah, we need some sunlight.
It'll be sunny tomorrow. It's just gonna be cold as hell.
Yeah, that's cool.
So okay, what were you saying?
I think also too for me, like I think I was kind of focusing too much on what I wanted, what I thought people wanted me to be. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Instead of me just being who I am. So
what's an example of that?
I don't know.
Well, where to identify yourself there?
Who wanted you to be
maybe just I don't know, like always doing the right thing, I guess.
Like seeking the approval.
Thank you. You know me, babe. Always needing approval from everybody. Like, oh, is that good? Or did I do it right? Or feeling that need for validation constantly, And I know that comes from like my dad.
I live in that space.
Yeah.
You too?
It's hard.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with creating this website. I like my handheld.
Yeah.
I don't like being out there trying to really figure shit out from scratch. I'm not about that life.
But you're so dope though. Like.
Nah, but help me.
But you know what? You don't really need it though, because this stuff you did. Yeah, but not that much though. Like a lot of stuff you figured out all by yourself. You know what I mean? Like.
Still the website does look cool though.
It looks nice. Yeah.
I was like, just stand next to me. Oh, I got it.
Just the support, right?
I just needed someone next to me. I'm that person. I gotta work on that too.
You'll buzz me and be like,
planks and all that. They were looking banging.
Yeah, took the pictures. She took the pictures herself that are lit on the website, by the way.
You did that with a camera or the phone?
Phone.
Nice.
It was so hard.
No filter?
You know what? When I put them on the website, I used a website filter just so that they can all be exactly the same shade.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. See?
That's cool. But they came out nice.
Because, it was hard to take the photos because you try to get the same angle for each photo. It just doesn't happen. And then I'm doing some at night. I'm doing some in the day. So the lighting was just a little off on each, and, on a few of them. So I was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
That's why they pay photographers so much. Yeah?
I can see why, but I
refuse.
It looked professional. I refuse.
They look professional, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Have you guys ordered from Mel's Vital Elements? If not, go check out melsvitalelements.com.
Wow, what a commercial spot right
That
there.
was so good.
Vita.
She sounds so good.
I know, right? When she puts that phone voice.
This was not a paid sponsor.
Mel did not pay me for this.
There's been no compensation exchange in this voice.
Oh man, no, that stuff is good though. I got your what is it? Lavender shea cream?
Oh, the lavender rosemary shade.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I use it every day.
Thank you.
My hands are not as rough.
No, they're not.
Because you'll know I got hard hands. Do they feel a little bit softer?
No.
Like a
Thank
little
you.
bit.
Actually, that callousy feeling isn't fully there. One poor boo.
Yeah, bring back some
Funny
moisture.
things. I thought lavender would be the one that gets the most play, but it's actually the frankincense that's getting
Really?
Yeah.
the most orders. Yeah, I didn't think people would order that. I kind of would have been like, what the fuck is a frankincense? Jasmine,
That's the
vanilla, what
stuff
is that?
They bought to God,
It's
yo.
good. I put that in the diffuser.
You say
at
that
night.
every time.
Every time.
That's why everybody wants it.
It works good in the
Okay.
diffuser. Have you ever heard of holy wood?
What?
It's like an incense.
Mm-mm.
There's somebody that I follow on Instagram, and she said that that's really good for like anxiety and depression and all that stuff.
You know what works? Frankincense and myrrh works for me.
Yeah.
It will instantly change my mood
I
once
haven't
it gets
tried
in the
myrrh with
air.
it.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's magic.
Yeah.
It's fucking magic.
Yeah, frankincense
It
is
worked
what
for
we
the baby, remember?
Yeah.
We had this
like
cream a long time ago.
yeah. And she would like knock out, sleep peacefully.
Real quick.
Yeah. Thank God for essential oils and stuff. Yeah. So the other part of our topic was getting out of your own head.
Oh my God.
Because I don't know about y'all,
We're all guilty of
but
it.
I am a chronic overthinker.
Is it 100%?
Almost.
Yeah.
Do you spend a lot of time in your head overthinking? 91% said yes. 9% said no.
Who are the
Who are y'all
9%?
nine?
And
Literally 2 people.
teach me.
So yeah, I can't imagine not being in my head all the time. Like, how do you not be in your head?
I don't know you ladies. I don't know you ladies, but DM us your tricks because I live there.
Yeah.
And I create
So
a
you
whole
can't ever
life.
get out of your head.
No, ever,
Really?
ever.
Mm-mm.
And when I tell you, I can create a whole storyline and believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm usually. Let's not get it twisted. I'm usually right. Let's not get it twisted. But you know, there's a few things I'm sure that I've been kind of wrong in, but I live there. I live there. I will assume to. Yes.
See, I stay in my head with all the things I'm afraid of. Like when I get into that anxiety mode, I'll just be constantly thinking about all the worst things that can happen. It's annoying. It's so annoying.
I don't live there. I live in if I'm dating someone, I can be in a very negative space. If there's anything that is not going right, I will immediately compare it to something else. I'll dwell on little things. I mean, I'll pick up on every little thing. I will think on everything. The way you said something, the words you chose to use, because there's a lot behind words that you choose to use.
Yeah, but not every time do they mean it. That
Yeah, but see, this is where the cycle lives.
This is where the cycle lives.
This is what it is. I will think on that.
Wow.
Just everything. But in friendships,
Same thing.
the same thing.
I do that too.
If there's a problem, I dwell on it, and I will think of every which way. It's horrible.
See, I'm like that with friendships too, except I'll create scenarios for the friendships. I'll be like, wait, why didn't she answer me right away? Like, is she mad at me?
Really?
Or like, what are they talking about me? That's one. I do that a lot. I'll be like, oh my God, are they talking about me?
Always.
We don't care.
No. I'm just kidding. We don't talk about you.
Anna texts me like, and I'll text him back like 4 days later, and we're like, oh yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, guys are different.
No, I can't.
How do you know? You're in your head though.
Yeah, but not like you guys.
You be in your head. You be in there.
The only time is like if upset about something, you know, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Then, but it seems like you guys obsess on it.
Yeah, I think that's part of anxiety too. Like,
Well, yeah,
that's like a characteristic of it.
I'm usually obsessed about something.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be obsessed about at least one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something as small as the food I'm eating in the day, but I have to mentally obsess about something.
Yeah.
I have a
What
very
happens if you
active. I have a very active mind. There's no such thing. I have a very active mind.
No such thing as what?
No, she said that.
I listen.
Oh, I thought you said
I'm
something.
always listening to something, or if it's quiet, my mind is gone. It's just constantly going. It's going and going and going. That's why I have to try to get better at meditating and trying to still myself, because I just am constant.
Mm-hmm.
Even with music, I will think through it. It's hard.
Really?
It's
It's
hard.
annoying.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I stay in my head.
Me too. That's why sometimes I don't like hear you guys, or I'm not paying attention because I be talking too loud to myself. That's what it is.
You always know when she does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be off in La La Land somewhere.
And she goes, wait, what? Wait, what?
While the glaze comes off her eyes.
It's rough out there, yo. But we got to work on it though, because I feel like you miss your blessings when you're in your head too much. It holds you back. It's held me back.
It does hold you back
for several years.
It does hold you back.
But we working through it, y'all. I hope y'all are working through it too. You know what I mean?
Now,
You're
don't
work in
let that
progress.
discredit certain things and conclusions that you come to.
Right.
Because I might live in my head, but I might 90% of the time come to the correct fucking conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be like, well, I stay in my head. I'm being crazy. You're probably not being crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just try to not live there all day.
Right. Mm-hmm. Trust yourself.
But get to it when you need to get to it.
That's
sis.
why it's
That's
important to know who you are, know yourself, because you'll understand the thoughts that you're having and whether it's like really something that you should pay attention to. You know, we've talked about that. Episode 2, was it? I don't know. Intuition.
Yeah.
I think it's too.
Yeah. Go back and listen. The Common Woman Podcast. Tell a friend. All right. Well, this is kind of a solemn podcast today, guys. But you know what? Sometimes we need those. It's important. We're growing. We're learning every single day. You know? We just want to share it with
I
y'all.
felt like it was fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. You know what it is? I could just hear better now. I hear like it sounds like super like quiet and crisp, and it just seems like it's like.
Because we're on set.
No, but I haven't had one ear for like the last 2 episodes.
yeah.
So my ear was out on my headphones.
We
So
were a little more hyped the other 2 episodes, but it was
Yeah.
lighter stuff.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's good. It's good. Well, is it that time?
Is it?
I don't know. We'll see. What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
It wasn't connected to the.
It's not connected.
It
then.
was working before.
I don't know. It's not my fault.
It wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, that's
Alright.
It's affirmation time.
There it is.
I don't know what
You could
happened.
always voice over it with it.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, where'd I put it? So this is a long affirmation, or maybe it's just a little bit of advice. Who knows? It's probably both. Okay. Affirmation for the week. I will take an hour a week to focus on myself, my likes and my dislikes, my wishes and desires, the treatment that I will and will not accept. I will not dwell on anything I cannot control. I will allow the universe to bring in what should be and remove what should not.
Amen. Amen and
So
amen.
I said an hour a week because I know that a lot of, people have children and it's so hard to get to yourself. But if you have more than that, if you could do an hour a day, that'd be even better.
It does wonders for your soul.
Yeah, just to the last part, like just don't chase anything or try to force anything into your life. You always want to just let everything just go and just be very present in whatever the moment is. Because they always say, like, if you chase something, you could be bringing something so negative in and pushing out something so positive. That's what I'm trying to learn right now. So let everything be where it's going to be.
Surrender to the process.
Yeah. If someone is meant to be in your life, let them either be or not.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to focus on yourself.
Right.
That's
wise words, Mel. Thank you for that. I needed that one. I meant to say this in the beginning of the podcast, but I wanted to dedicate this podcast to all the parents out there, especially the parents with toxic toddlers.
Or toxic teenagers.
Yeah. But I mean, being a parent, it doesn't come with a manual. It's not easy. We don't know what we're doing all the time. And we're so delicate as growing young individuals. You know what I mean? Like the kids are delicate. So everything we do affects our children, either negative or positive. So really all you can do is just do your best and then do more than that, you know? So I'm realizing that. Be present with your kids. Give them that emotional attention that they need. And take care of yourself, like Mel was saying. Take that time for yourself so that you can be filled and give to your child.
And have your emotional outburst in private.
Yes.
Don't let them be a part of the moment.
Right.
As much as you can.
Right. But also, if you do have emotion in front of them, explain it to them.
Yeah.
Because part of being human means that you're going to experience emotion. So, you know, if you do have a moment in front of them and you can't really control it, then explain it. Talk to them. Talk them through it. Let them know, you know, it's okay. We have these feelings sometimes, you know? So, yeah. No toxic toddler story today. I'm happy because Inaya did really well in her her African dance that we went to yesterday.
Nice, yeah.
It was awesome. So if you follow me on IG, you could see the video. It'll make you smile. Anyway, that's it for episode 43. Thanks for rocking with us, y'all. We appreciate you. Have a lovely week. We will see we will see you again or talk to you again next time. Bye.
Bye.
If you are enjoying the Common Woman podcast and would like to support, please like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like to contact the Common Woman podcast, you can email us at thecommonwomanpodcast@gmail.com or reach out to us on social media on Instagram @The Common Woman Podcast and on Twitter @Common Woman Pod. Thank you for your support.